Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to continue the example problems from that square root finding using the division method. Yes, you can take example number 11 in page number 105. Okay, so we can continue from that example. Okay, hope you all have taken example number 11. Find the greatest 4-digit number which is a perfect square. Okay. What is the greatest 4-digit number you know? You know the greatest 4-digit number is 9999. Right. This is what the number you know. But they are asking a greatest 4-digit number which is a perfect square. Perfect square means what? If you multiply a number and itself, it should get one answer. That should be a perfect square. Okay. So here 9999 is the greatest 4-digit number you know. After this, what is the number? 10,000, which is the smallest 5-digit number. So this is the last boundary for that greatest 4-digit number. Okay, so this should not be happen. So this is what your greatest 4-digit number. So from this number, we are going to find the greatest 4-digit number, which is a perfect square. Okay, so I'm just going to find this by using what method? Long division method. Okay, so long division method, we have to group it, right? So when you're grouping, what it will become? 9 9s are 81. Remainder 18. This into 2, right? Do you remember this? 9 2s are 18 and 1 digit will come. Here also 1 digit will come. Yes, so we can start. So we have to bring these both down. So 99. So now we are going to start with 185 into 5. We'll start from here. 5 5s are 25. 40, 42, 9, 9, 25. So we have to proceed from this. 186 into 6. 6 6 are 36. 8 6 are 48. 51, 11. Now 187 into 7. 7 7s are 49. 8 7s are 8 is 64. 8 7s are 56. 56 60. 13. Yes. Next, 188 into 8. I am just multiplying everything, children. 8 8s are 64. 8 8s are 64. 70. 15. Next, 189 into 9. This is also not very less than this. Next, I am just going to do with 189 into 9. 9 9s are 81. 8 9s are 72, 80, 1701. Yes. More than this, if you go, you have to write like this: 1810 into 10. So it will be like this. So which is more than this given number. So you have to write 189 into 9. 189 into 9 is what, children? 1701. So what is the remainder? 8 9 1. Any other number is there to bring down? No. So this is what your remainder. So actually, if you subtract 9999, which is the greatest 4-digit number, and 198, if you subtract 198, this remainder value from this greatest 4-digit number, greatest 4-digit number, you will get a greatest 4-digit number which is a perfect square. Okay, if I subtract this remainder from the greatest 4-digit number, you will get a greatest 4-digit number which is a perfect square. Okay, so for that purpose only I have done a long division, so I got the remainder. So from this I can't proceed anything. So what you're doing is you're subtracting this remainder from this greatest 4-digit number. So you'll get the greatest 4-digit number, which is a perfect square. So this is what your greatest 4-digit number, which is a perfect square. Understood? Next is your example number 12 is your homework, children. That is also a similar way what we have done. Okay, next is your square roots of decimals. Okay, now you know how to find the square root of a number, whole number, right? Now if it is a decimal number, how you will find the square roots? Yes, that method we are going to learn now. Okay, so see in that page number 105, it is given square roots of decimal. That procedure is given. I am just doing based upon that procedure. They have given a number, find the square root of 17.64. Yes, they have given a number and we have to find the square root of 17.64. Okay. Now, what we should do, you should pair it up, right? Before going to the long division method, what you have to do? You have to pair it up. 17.64. How you will pair it up means, see, integral part, decimal part, you know, right? This is your integral part or whole part. This is your decimal part. Okay, so when you're putting the bar for the integral part, you should move towards left side. Okay, you should move towards left side. So first two you will pair it, then if there is any number you will pair it up. You put a bar on above that number. When it comes to your decimal part, you will go like this. So first two numbers, if there is any other number, you will put the bar like that and you will go. Okay, like pairing only the thing takes place. Next, 17 is there. Okay, in first bar there is a bar over a number. What is that number is 17. So 17 means how you will write? 4 4s are 16. Remainder 1. And you are bringing this both down. So when I am bringing this both down, there is a decimal number here. So what you will do? You will put this decimal number above it. Okay, now this into 2. 4 2s are 8. Now some number should come here and here as usual. 8 into 2. 2 2s are 4. 8 2s are 16. Yes, I got 164. Yes, so 82 into 2, 164. Remainder 0. Okay, so listen, for this question, what we are doing, we are going to pair it as usual. So the integral part, in the whole part, you will pair towards left side. In this two like that. Next, in this decimal part, you will pair towards right side. Then as usual, what you are doing in the square root problem, you are going to do. Okay. Now listen, I'll give you a few more examples. If this is your question, you want to find the square root for this problem, how you will pair it up? So for this whole part, you will go towards left side like this, left side. 2 numbers, then for 1 number. Correct? Then in decimal part, like this, right side. From left to right, you will go like this. You will put 2 bar. Then only 1 number is there. If this is a case, you will insert 1 0 and put 1 bar above the value. Why I am inserting 0 here? Because I told you, if a 0 is inserted on your right side of a decimal point, it has no meaning. Okay, why I want to insert 0 means, see, if this is your first number, no problem. From next time onwards, when you are bringing down, you will bring like 26. When you bring this, you will bring 54. Together you will bring down. But next, when I am bringing 1, it will be 1 only. We should not bring like that. We should bring like 2 numbers you should bring down. Upper when you are bringing, it should be like 10. That's why I have included 0 here. Because if I include 0 in the right side of the decimal point, it has no meaning. That's why I have included. Why I am not including 0 here means, this and all we are just going to do 2 2s are 4 or 1 1s are. 1 like that, you will go, it will be going on easily. But next time when I'm bringing down, we should bring like pairs only. 26, 54 like that, pair only you can bring down. But here the pairing is not there. For making it as pair, I am including 0. Understood? So this is how you will put a bar and insert 0 in decimal number. Next is your example number 13. Okay. Find the square root of 12.25. Yes, we are going to find the square root of 12.25. So first what you should do, as usual, we are going to put the bar for that particular problem, right? So 12.25. So how you will put the bar for this whole part? Towards right side. Yes, two numbers you will put together, and in that decimal part also we will be grouping like this, so that it will form a you will get a pair for that, right? So in this decimal point is there in between, and this side it is the whole part, and for the whole part you have put a bar above a number, and this is your decimal part, and for this also towards the right side I am putting bar. So it is a 2-digit number, so 2 digits enough. Here also 2 digits, so I have done. Now what we should do, we have to start. 1 ones are 1, 2 twos are 4, 3 threes are 9, 4 fours are 16, which is more than 12. Appo 3 threes are 9. Because 4 fours are 16, which is greater than 12, children. Okay. So reminder 3. Then I am bringing both down. I told you when I am bringing down, two numbers I will bring down. Now I will insert the decimal point, because here is a decimal point, so I am going to insert it. Now this number into 2. 3 twos are 6. Now we shall start it. 63 into 3. What is 63 into 3? 3 threes are 9. 6 threes are 18. Next. 64 into 4. 4 fours are 16. 6 fours are 24. 25. 65 into 5. 5 fives are 25. 6 fives are 30. 32. Yes, we got it. Appo 65 into 5 is 325. Reminder 0. So what is the square root of 12.25? Answer is 3.5, because we got the answer as 3.5 in the quotient. So the square root of 12.25 is 3.25. Understood? This is how you should separate it. Then as usual, square root calculations we have to do. Okay. This is your example number 14. Area of the square plot. Okay, area of a square plot is 2304 meter square. So what is actually the area of a square? Area of a square is what, children? Side into side, right? Or you can say area is equal to side square, side the whole square, right? You will say side into side or side the whole square. Because side into side is side the whole square only, no? Yes, what it is given? Area is given. So what we have got? We got area. 2304 is equal to side the whole square. Is equal to side the whole square. What we have given, got, children? Area of a square plot is 2304. Area is 2304. Find the side of the square plot. We have to find this side. So if a number is this, so listen, side square value is this. So actually this number is a square number. So if you find the square root for this 2304, you will get this side, right? Yes, because see, side square is nothing but square number. So what is the side square value? 2304. But 2304 is nothing but it is a square number. So if you want only the side, you can do the square root for this. So you will get side value. Okay, so if you do this square, the square goes that side, it becomes square root. Or if you do square root on both the sides. If you do square root on both the sides, square and square root is an inverse proportion, so it will get cancelled. For example, I'll teach you. From this step we'll see. Okay, if you do square root on both the sides means here also 2304. In this step I am going to do square root on both the sides. So here if it is square root on both the sides, there also square root on both the sides. Yes, here is square root on both sides means here also you should do square root on both the sides. So 2304 is equal to, I told you, square root and square are inverse proportion. Okay, children, the square root and the square are inverse proportion. So this and this will get cancelled. So only side will be remaining. So we got this and this same, right? Yes, did you understand now? So area is given. We are going to find the side. Okay, area is given. We are going to find the side. So what is the area of the square formula? Area is equal to side square. Area you know. Side we have to find. I am doing square root on both the sides. Why I am doing square root on both the sides? Only if I do square root on both the sides, this square and that square root will get cancelled. Okay. So I am doing the square root on both the sides. So this will become square root of 2304 is equal to side. Okay, so I am getting this value. So if you find the square root for this 2304, you will get the side value. So how you will find? As usual, you can either do prime factorization or that long division method. I am going to do the long division method. 2304. This is the whole number. So how you will pair it? These two numbers, right? Now 5 5s are 25. 4 4s are 16. Right? 4 4s are 16 because 5 5s are is 25, which is greater than 23. 4 4s are 16. Yes, 7. I am bringing both the numbers down. 0 4. 704. Next, I am going to multiply this into 2. 4 2s are 8. Okay. So 82 into 2, what is the answer? 2 2s are 4. 8 2s are 16. Now, next, 88 into 8, what is the answer? 8 8s are 64. 8 8s are 64. 70. Yes, we got it. Appo 88 into 8 is 704. Remainder 0. I told you till you are getting remainder, you should stop it. So what is the quotient you are getting? 48. Upon square root of 2304 is nothing but 48. Upon side value is what, children? Side value is nothing but 48 centimeter, meter. Side value is 48 meter. Okay, don't forget to write the meter. Okay, see, listen. Square root value is 48. Upper side value is nothing but 48. Understood? Next is your example number 15. There are 2401 students in a class. So how many students are there in a class? 2401 in a class. PT teacher wants them to stand in rows and columns. Row means what? This is your row. Column means what? This is your column. Okay, it's like how you will stand in some exercise in sports day. Yes, some rows and columns will be there, no? That, like that the PT teacher wants you to stand, such that the number of rows is equal to number of columns. They are saying that if there are 10 rows of students, there will be 10 column of students, it seems. Okay, like that they should stand. Apo you should find the number of rows. Here what I am saying, number of rows is equal to number of columns, right? Both are equal only, no? Yes, because I told you if there are 5 row means there will be 5 column only. Like that only they'll ask you to stand. So here the number of rows and number of columns will be same. Okay. So if you multiply the number of rows and columns, you will get the number of students, right? Yes, if you multiply the number of rows and number of column, you can calculate the number of students. Yes, so if the number of rows into column, you will get the number of students. Yes, If I multiply the number of rows and number of column, I will get the number of students. So if the row is x number of rows, then column will also be x. Correct? If there is x number of row, then column will also be x number. That you know, right? Because here rows and columns are equal. If in x na, here also x. So what is the number of students here? 2401. 2401. Okay. X into x is what? X square is equal to 2401. So if you want to find the x alone, what you should do? You should do square root on both the sides. Yes? Why I am doing square root like last sum? Only if I do square root, this square and this square root will get cancelled. That's why I am doing square root on both the sides. So here also I am done square root with this answer. Here also I done a square root with this answer. So this square root and square will get cancelled. Up x is equal to square root of 2401. Yes? Now, if you find the square root of this answer, you will get the value of x. Because here, rows also x only, column also x only. Yes? 2401. Yes, 2401. Just pair it up. Now, 4 4s are 16. Reminder, 8. Then bring both values down. Because I told you both the values should be bring at a time. Yes, 4 2s are 8. Now, what we should do now? Yes, we will start with 89 into 9 because last problem 88 into 8 is 704 which is less than 801. Appo 89 into 9. 9 9s are 81. 8 9s are 72. 80. Yes, we got it. Appo 89 into 9 is 801. Remainder 0. Appo what is the square root of 2401? Is nothing but 49. Appo x value is what, children, actually? 49. So what is the number of rows here? Number of rows also, number of column also, everything 49 only it is there. Okay, so in this the PT teacher has arranged them like 49 rows and 49 columns. Understood? Today's class we have discussed the new topic, how to find the square root of a decimal number, and related to that few examples were discussed, and I have given one example problem as homework. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.